You know every joke before it lands. You know exactly which line comes next, which character makes it out fine, how the whole thing ends. And you're about to hit play on the same episode again anyway, while a friend asks why you don't just watch something new. A show doesn't change once you've seen it, it just sits there exactly the same, waiting. But if you already know exactly how it ends, why does it still feel this good? Because already knowing what's coming was never the problem. It's actually the benefit. You already know the joke, the conflict, and the ending. So instead of bracing for what might happen, your attention gets to settle into what's already familiar. Nothing is asking you to keep up guess or absorb a twist you didn't sign up for. Starting something new is a small assignment before it's even entertainment. Who is this person? Why does that matter? What am I supposed to be tracking? Is this detail going to matter in 3 episodes? Or was it just set dressing? A rerun skips all of that homework entirely. You already did the work once, back when it actually cost you something, back when every name and every relationship had to be learned from nothing. Now you just get to watch and your brain gets to coast instead of scan the whole time. That's also why a familiar episode works so well at the end of a bad day. It doesn't ask you to navigate an unfamiliar emotional journey. You already know exactly how much you're going to laugh, how much you're going to feel, and that whatever happens, it resolves fine in 22 minutes. A new show can't promise you that. It might be devastating. It might waste your night. The old one already showed you its whole hand. There's also a smaller, less romantic reason underneath all of this. Picking something new comes with its own quiet tax. You have to guess whether it's actually good, whether you'll regret starting it 3 episodes in, whether it even gets a real ending or just gets cancelled. None of that tax applies to the thing you've already seen 20 times. You already know it's worth the 90 minutes. You already know which parts to skip if you're tired. And on a night when you have nothing left to give, that alone can be the whole decision. But here's the part that changes everything. The show's identical every time. You are not. Watch a show as a teenager and you're rooting for the reckless one, the one who leaves, the one who takes the risk without thinking twice. Watch the exact same show again 10 years later and you're suddenly paying attention to the tired parent standing quietly in the background, the one who never got a big scene, the one whose choices finally make sense to you now. Same script, same jokes, same ending you could recite from memory. A completely different experience because the person watching it isn't who they were the first time around. The show never moved. You're just seeing a different reflection in it every time you come back. Some of what you're returning to isn't really the show at all. It's who was sitting next to you the first time you watched it. A sibling who used to sit through every single episode with you without fail. A person who isn't in your life the same way anymore for reasons that have nothing to do with the show. The show is exactly where you left it, holding on to a version of a night you can't actually get back any other way. And rewatching it is the closest thing you have to visiting that night again. There's a real line worth being honest about here, though. If the familiar thing recharges you and you go back out into your actual life afterward, that's rest. If it's the only place you ever go, if new things start to feel unsafe instead of merely tiring, that's when comfort stops reflecting your life and starts replacing it. The next time somebody raises an eyebrow at you rewatching something you've already seen 20 times, you don't owe them an excuse, and you definitely don't need to pretend you're about to branch out. The story stayed exactly where it was the whole time, word for word. You're the one who came back different. And sometimes, the clearest way to notice that is to stand in front of the same mirror again. What's the one show or movie you know won't surprise you and you love it anyway? And you can support The Mind Made Simple by subscribing if you like thinking about the psychology behind stuff like this.